I'm sorry.
How him just not top down vehicle?
No, Tom, the stop sign. Police vaccine.
Somebody taking phone?
People. Que pasa, suck, say what they do. Welcome to Crime Time News, where the difference is in the meds. Call it news with a buzz. The video that you just saw at the start of this is just some sorts of random video. No, it is no sorts of Netflix series that is tape video in a Jamaica called Jamaica, the maddest place on planet Earth, Bellevue Central. So just in case you were not paying attention, pretty much this man, what them call nano head, nano sense. He was walking around, look like he is off on sound mind. He punched some sorts of stop sign. He then proceeded to go across the road, saw a police vehicle driving by, decided that he was going to do some sorts of MacGyver, jumping at the vehicle. You know that the po-po were very shocked when they saw that. This man is lucky to be alive. Had it been one of the typical trigger-happy po-po, more than likely he would have gotten a couple of pieces in the melon. Call it snap box, point blank, and period. Further on in the news, this is called the files of Wilbert Graham O.C. BITA. A man that you would call a wolf in sheep clothing. A man that puts himself out there to be some sorts of legitimate businessman. However, he is nothing but a thief, a common criminal. As a matter of fact, he would be considered as a capital criminal because he thieves from A to Z, from pin to an anchor. Anything that he can thief and put him on in it gone, as long as there's any sorts of monetary gain for him and his crew. So this man is from a place called Mason Valley, Mason River, that is in Clarendon. And he gets the support of the Crofts Hill, that is in Clarendon, po once again. Pretty much what this man do, like I said, him send people out there, he recruits youths to go and rob people's bar, thief them poker box, thief them liquor. He steals people goat, people sheep, people cows. He steals cars. He has one of the biggest car stealing ring that expands from Mandeville, Manchester, Clarendon, St. Elizabeth, St. Anne, St. Catherine. What he does, he sends his recruit out there. If you have a car dealership or a parts dealership and you want parts or you want a full car, he can satisfy your need. He sends people out there to thief everything. As a matter of fact, it is also said he had a neighbor whose name is Scaly. Scaly is one of those hard-working Jamaicans that went on some sorts of farm program. When he came back, he stole Scaly's Toyota Wish. I bet that Mr. Scaly wished that he did not have a thieving neighbor such as Mr. Bitters. Based on the information, it is also said Mr. Bitter, he runs some sorts of business in a Claremont that is in St. Anne, in which him thief the people in vehicle in a St. Anne to St. Mary to Portland, any one of those surrounding environments, and then he takes these vehicles back to Claremont at a spot that he owns, a open lot, and then him pretty much scrap it and him sell it all over Jamaica. The same thing can be said for the Clarendon area. Based on information that is out there, it is said that if you have a bus, a minibus, if you have a truck, if you are a neighbor, if you are a friend, he will take away this vehicle from you, and if you put up any sort of resistance and act like you want to go to the popo, you will definitely lose your life, because like I said, he has many recruits around him that have criminal intention, that are MVRD3R hitmen for hire, that pretty much it seems as if he has programmed them, and anything where him say that them are gonna do, them are gonna take away people. Even if you are a victim, he is going to victimize a victim once again. So for those of you that are hearing about this man for the very first time, I did 2 videos prior to this video. This is the 3rd one on this. Well, I did one about him before, maybe in about July or so, where he was a suspect. Him and his wife, whose name is Shan, they were the suspect in the takeaway of a young lady that was staying by their house. Her name is Shade. Shade was conned up after inbreed Shade. Shade is his actual biological or BLOOD cousin. So therefore, inbreed Shade, the wife find out, Shan find out, and them kick out Shade. Shade left. Shade had a child from that is about 2-year-old. Shade left and was doing her business. Somebody was assisting her. BITA heard that she have some sorts of man, so therefore BITA, because he wanted that child and because he heard that she was dissing him, or thought that she was dissing him because of jealousy, and because he knew that she knew the ins and outs of his business, he put some people to take her out. Those person, a youth named Meeks, a youth named TJ, and his own son Garnet. So therefore they went and them can up Shade. She was hit a couple of times in the head, pretty much them SHOT out her eyes. So that is when I did a first video about him. However, people, when we do the research and put up any sort or got any sorts of intelligence, I realize that this man is as evil as it gets. This man is a diabolical criminal character that needs to be stopped. However, he is getting the backing of the Popo, specifically Crofts Hill Popo Station. There's one particular officer that works at that Popo Station. His name is Brian Davis. Brian Davis is the son of James Davis. I think that he was also a Popo. He lost his life a year or so ago. Brian Davis is one of those Popo that keeps round robin. Brian Davis is supplied by his liquor. He is also a liquor consignee. That means that if you have a party and want any sorts of liquor, he would supply you. He also keeps round robin, and it is said that BITA and his crew, his gang, would always support and spend tens of thousands of dollars there. It is said that BITA was the person that was supplying this man consignment business. So like I told you, BITA and his wife were said to be the suspect or the mastermind when Shade lost her life or got conned up. The person that was the trigger man, a youth named TJ, one of the recruits of BITA once again, told the Popo that, listen, this is the lady, the wife of BITA that sent me. Gave me the information, told me exactly what to do. However, Mr. BITA and his wife was out after such a wicked act. Now you have to wonder, how did he get out? And like I tell you, I am building up the connection with the Crofts Hill Popo Station. He has the Crofts Hill Popo Station in his pocket. So therefore, he could pretty much get away with MURDER and T-free. Because these people are corrupted. These people are licky. Whenever any sort of T-free case, pie up case comes about, pretty much them get rid of the file. Pretty much them turn a blind eye because they are getting monetary gain. So here is other information that I've also received. It is said that whenever the Popo sees your vehicle or sees anybody's vehicle, now once they seize that vehicle and people don't come for it, that vehicle is not in any sorts of court case, it is said that BITA would receive these vehicles, whether they were sold or whether they were given, whether they were traded. It is said that BITA has a man, a welder named Couple. Couple is the person that would always do the welding on the vehicle. That means a cut and paste chassis. So therefore, if them get a Pro Box, them thief an ex Pro Box, or them buy a hot Pro Box, or them buy a Pro Box that have some sorts of doctoring up, meaning paperwork, meaning the VIN number, chassis number is changed. He then has a bodyman named Zara. So therefore, him have a professional welder that can cut and paste these VIN numbers. It is said that he has real connection in the tax offices that could do or doctor up the paperwork. As a matter of fact, he was once married to a lady that worked in the tax office, and it is said that him and her had other persons in the tax office that were doctoring up the paperwork. However, they got busted, him and the ex-wife. Both of them went to courts. That case was thrown out, swept under the rug because of the links that he have with the Popo station. So you're wondering, how is it that this man keeps getting away? Just like that JPS old commercial, how comes that everybody asks? It is obvious that it is called corruption, corruption, corruption. Now, this man BITA surrounds himself with nothing but thieves, criminal, hitman, gunman for hire. He recruits them, and anything that he tells them, that is exactly what he's going to do. There was a person known as Simeon, remember I told you. If him knows say you have a truck, minibus, any kind of vehicle that he wants, he is going to send his recruits to take away your stuff and even take away your life. There's one of his recruits, one of his top shooters, his name is Jason. It is said that a man named Simeon, he had come back from some sorts of farm work, him buy some sorts of truck to start some sorts of business. Jason, it is said that took him out. Jason, it is said, allegedly was sent by BITA because the man lose him truck and I give them all sorts of lippings. Jason is one of those individuals that Mr. BITA would call whenever any sorts of mission for go upon, any sort of thing needs for crush. However, it seems as if Mr. BITA also had some sorts of fear for Jason. Jason, it is said that fling some sorts of quart bottle with liquor after BITA. So therefore, BITA start have him up. So what BITA did, diabolical plan to get rid of Jason. Like I said, these persons were all over St. Anne, St. Catherine. Jason, a youth named Jerry, and one of BITA's other son, his name is John. They were living transplanted to St. Catherine. Them supposed to go upon some sorts of mission, but it is said that Jerry or John, which is BITA's son, hide Jason tool. So therefore, when them go upon the mission, because them fear Jason, he did not have his tool. Jason end up getting limb up. Basically what them say, them go upon a mission and the mission went wrong. However, it is said that it was done by BITA's son, John and Jerry, under the mastermind of Mr. BITA, allegedly. Now there's a saying that goes something like this: show me your company and I tell you who you are. In this case, a thief in family is just a thief in family and criminal family. Like I told you previously, Shade is girlfriend, cousin, BLOOD, baby mother. It was his son that named Garnet, along with Meeks, along with TJ, that was on that mission in which Shade get caught up. The whole her eye pretty much got blown out. As it pertains to Jason, again, one of BITA's son, this one named John, he was a part of the mission along with Jerry. And you see, you know what the father is like. I am going to speak about the wife or the wives. I already told you about one that used to work at the tax office. I am going to speak about his present wife further on in the news. He has an ex-recruit, an ex-top shooter named Philly Lowe. Philly Lou is one of those persons that he would call one of his more reliable shooters, hitman. It is said that Philly Lou went for a youth named Rambo. Don't know the details as to why he went for Rambo. However, the people in the community saw when him wheel and pop off and bust up some can after Rambo. The people him called the po-po. Him try to take for himself. I guess he called Mr. BITA and told him exactly what happened. It is said that Mr. BITA sent a youth, I think his name is Sean or Shane, on some sorts of bike. Philly Lou jump on the bike, the po-po intercept the bike. Mr. Philly Lou jump off of the bike, take Bush's feet, the po-po them hold on Sean and Shane. Sean or Shane is one of those youths that pretty much him hungry belly, so therefore them buy him a little bike and them have him as a gopher. When Mr. Philly Lou jump off of the bike, it is said that they took Sean or Shane to the po-po station in a Mandeville. He is presently still under arrest. So therefore, me I tell you about the shot of them. Me I talk about Philly Lou, me I talk about Jason. Philly Lou is one of those youth that him thief everything. He has been going back and forth in a jail just like Mr. BITA. However, because of BITA's connection, it seems as if these people can't get no sorts of time. Them dep on a whole bunch of borrowed time. Them dep on a whole bunch of idle time. So people, like I said, like father BITA, like son Jason and Garnet, it is the same thing with the wives that he chooses. Based on some information that I got, it is said that the first wife, she was even worse than him. Me don't know if this is the same wife, was not very clear, that used to work at the tax office. The one that I told you that had the whole tax office in a them pocket. They were doctoring up the paperwork as it pertains to title and stuff like that pertaining to the car registration and stuff like that. That wife was busted along with him. That wife is now presently living in the United States. Me don't know if them beat the case, more than likely, or she just run away, could not take the pressure. Same is said for BITA's son John that was implicated in a Jason losing his life. It is said that he is living on some other small island somewhere. Did not get the details. Let's talk about his present wife. That wife's name is Shan. Based on the information, it is said that Shan is just as thief as the past wife, the first wife or the second wife, just as thief as BITA. She love money, she love crime, she love violence. Here's the thing as it pertains to Shan. Shan used to be a registered nurse. Don't sure if she used to be a registered nurse or just a regular nurse at the Spanish Town Hospital. Obviously, she was not making enough money. Obviously, she found a criminal that was going to give her everything that she needs, proceeds of crime. However, based on information that I am getting, it is said that back in the days, she used to marry to one of them Mexican, Jamaican, call them Mexican, that was coming to Jamaica importing all sorts of weed. Now, I don't understand why Mexican would come to Jamaica for weed, but you know, there's different grade, different level. So pretty much, she used the Mexican, she milked him for all that he had. And when he fell on hard times, she bounced on to the next money tree, that is BITA. So people like me say, so the papa, so the son, so the wife. Correction, so the wives. Any and everybody involved are just the same old same. All kind of peas in the same pod. Now, before I forget anybody on this or in this family tree, there's a next brother known as Duke, our son known as Duke. It is said that Duke is the person that is locking off all the guns that are used on all sorts of criminal activity. As a matter of fact, my intelligence tells me that these guns are being hidden at their dead mother and dead father house. I am sure that that dead mother and father is turning in their grave when they realize that the whole family, including wives, are corrupt to the point that they are corrupting the Popo station. Corrupt to the point that they cannot get any more rotten. So therefore, the father a thief, criminal, MURDERER. The son Jason, the son Garnet, and then Duke again, and then every single wife we have just like him. Nobody to say we need to stop before everything comes crumbling down. So people, like me tell you, this man involved in everything. Hitman for hire, car thief, poker box thief, rum thief, alcohol thief, car parts, infiltrate the whole tax office, change the chassis number, welder, dual command, any and everybody that can cover up his thing. So that is why a lot of people deals with him, because them things say alright, even though 99% of the people I say him a thief, notorious thief, them feel as if him change him life. He is now legitimate. Him a do legitimate business. However, if you are doing business with this man, the same way him sell you is the same way him will come back and thief back. The same thing where him sell you. And if you put up any sort of resistance, or you just want it and want to be in the clear, him will also take you out. So therefore, take heed. So like me say, this man is no sorts of ordinary criminals. He recruits the worst of the worst, the best of the best, the thiefest, the most notorious, the most hardened criminals, and he keeps them in check with an iron arm. So therefore he rules with an iron arm. If any sorts of recruit try to leave, he is going to take them out. If he feels as if any of them is betraying him, he is going to take them out. He is going to use his top KILLERS to get rid of you. Such is the case as it pertains to TJ, who is said to be the trigger man. It seems as if Mr. TJ is afraid for his life, even though he told the Popo that yes, I shan't pay me for do this, for take away Shadi. Him now say not now court him pretty much a change up him statement. It is said that he also has a next suit named Saw or Salt. Sometimes the order is not very clear. Based on the information, Salt is a top thief. However, Salt met some young lady from over England that was taking care of him. So he decided that he was going to change his life. Mr. BITA did not like that because Mr. BITA thought that Salt or Salt knew too much. So therefore, he put out a hit on Salt. Salt was DEAD, allegedly by Mr. BITA, the mastermind again. So like I said, this man, Manchester, Mandeville, Clarendon, St. Elizabeth, St. Catherine, St. Anne, just to name a few places, him infiltrate and corrupt all of those places, including the tax office, including the Popo. I gave you the names. So what I am saying, how is it that with all of this information that I am giving out, I am no sort of private investigator, I am no sort of Popo or detective. However, me have all of this information. This is information that is out there in the public that most persons, including the Popo, have. So therefore, again, like me say, that JPS commercial, how comes he is still free? How comes he is still alive? The whole gang. So I know that now that he is listening to this and sees that the heat is under him, I am assuming, as evil and foolish as he is going to take an express flight to Haiti to look for his personal Obeah, to give him a little more money on the retainer, to make sure that he gets the proper guzo, the proper gathering, probably swell up my foot, swell up my head, or even take me out, have me walking up and down in the streets of Jamaica as a madman. Or even better yet, I hope that this Obia man, personal Obia man, recommends that BITA takes a trip to Africa, find that monkey, let that monkey slip down in boxers, bend him over, jack him up, and pretty much give him the real type of Obia. Pretty much skin him out because he is pretty much done and dusted. Point blank and period. So anyways, people, thanks once again for checking out my video. If you appreciate videos like these, please show your appreciation by liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing to my channel. That is how YouTube promotes videos like these to like-minded, sensible persons like yourself. And last but not least, please subscribe to my next channel. It is called Jamaica Dancehall Source. I'll be pinning the link to that channel in the description of this video. Bless up.